Roe v. Wade from the perspective of an Italian who cannot vote. The only thing I can tell you is what I understand from this whole Roe v. Wade. Oh, some part of Americans want to be free to do whatever they want. The other part of Americans are against that. And a few years ago, this whole Roe v. Wade happened. Here's what I understood. Basically, it was decided that the decision of pro-life, pro-choice will be a decision that is now being made by the states, not by the federal anymore. Here's my objective view on this, looking at history in the past. You have, let's say, 50% of society that wants one thing and 50% of society that wants the other thing. Whenever you have a new government, you have a large majority on one side or a large majority on the other side. The government could be able to decide what can be done on a federal level every single time. Which means if you have a mostly Republican government, when it comes to pro-choice, pro-life, they could technically impose on a federal level what they want to impose. If you have a Democratic government, they could impose whatever they want on a federal level. Roe v. Wade, on the other hand, it goes on a state level. Sucks if you live in a more red state and you want to do that. It doesn't if you go to a liberal state. Also came to learn that some red states are becoming more lenient towards the whole pro-choice thing. It is definitely a very sensible thing. Like having the federal government decide over this could mean that if you have a very dogmatic government, technically a dogmatic government could stop all of this on a federal level, which would make it even worse. Technically speaking, it's like what happened in Italy in the 1930s and in Germany in the 1930s. They could do whatever they want. However, if you give the power on a state level, states are more independent. The beauty of America is people can move around. This is the other thing. If you think that Democrats will win for the next 40 years, and you do not need Roe v. Wade because you know that is going to be open towards that anyway. Are you really sure that Democrats will win for the next 40 years? I don't know. Here's the thing. I am pro-choice. I think that instilling religious beliefs into politics is the worst thing you can do. History has always shown that. I'm from Italy. I mean, you want to talk about the Crusades? Come on, guys. I'm saying this is a guy that is pro-choice, even though he is Catholic. Who am I to say what you should do? I mean, if you don't believe in what I believe, do whatever you want to do. As long as it doesn't hurt my liberties, but that's another discussion. As a person that is pro-choice, I honestly believe that people are safer by having the states choosing one by one, and by having a federal government choosing for all of the states. Because that could lead to some tricky situations if you have a very strong government that is against it.